Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about how to practice speaking English when you're by yourself. It can be tricky to get better at speaking without someone to talk to, but there are many easy and helpful ways to do it. I'll share some tips and tricks from my own experience, along with simple exercises you can try. Whether you're new to learning English or want to improve more, these ideas will help you feel more confident and fluent. Let's begin. When I began learning English, I felt shy and hesitant about speaking. I had limited opportunities to practice with others and was afraid of making mistakes. However, I soon realized that to improve, I needed to find ways to practice speaking on my own. This journey taught me a lot about creativity and perseverance in language learning. One of the simplest and most effective methods is to talk to yourself in English. It might sound odd, but it's a powerful way to get used to speaking the language. I started by describing my daily activities out loud. For example, while cooking, I would narrate what I was doing. I'm chopping the onions. Now I'm putting them in the pan. This helped me become more comfortable with speaking and thinking in English. To enhance this practice, you can challenge yourself by discussing more complex topics. For instance, try explaining your opinion on a recent news event or describe a favorite book or movie. This not only helps with vocabulary, but also with organizing your thoughts in English. Reading aloud is another great way to practice. Choose books, articles, or any written material that interests you. By reading out loud, you can work on your pronunciation and intonation. It's beneficial to record yourself and listen to the playback, as this allows you to identify and correct mistakes. Over time, you'll notice improvements in how naturally you can read and speak. To make this exercise more effective, try summarizing what you've read in your own words. This not only reinforces the material, but also helps you practice summarization and paraphrasing, which are crucial skills in conversation. Practicing in front of a mirror can be surprisingly helpful. This technique allows you to observe your facial expressions and body language, which are important aspects of communication. It also helps boost confidence, as you can see yourself speaking English. You can practice making eye contact, smiling, and using gestures, just as you would in a real conversation. To make this practice more dynamic, simulate different social scenarios. For example, practice introducing yourself, giving directions, or making small talk. These exercises help prepare you for various situations you might encounter. Recording yourself is a valuable tool for self-assessment. By recording short monologues or discussions on various topics, you can review your speech for fluency, pronunciation, and clarity. Listening to these recordings allows you to track your progress and identify areas for improvement. For a more structured approach, set specific goals for each recording session. For example, focus on reducing filler words like and or work on using more advanced vocabulary. Reviewing your recordings with these goals in mind can help you make targeted improvements. There are many apps and online tools available that provide interactive speaking exercises. Some apps offer pronunciation practice, where you can compare your speech to native speakers and receive instant feedback. Others provide scenarios for role-playing conversations, which can be especially helpful for practicing real-life dialogues. To get the most out of these tools, use them regularly and vary the exercises. Consistency is key to improvement, and engaging with different types of exercises keeps your practice sessions fresh and challenging. Having imaginary conversations with yourself can be a fun and creative way to practice speaking. You can imagine being in different situations, like talking to a friend, giving a presentation, or interviewing for a job. This allows you to practice different registers of speech, from casual to formal. To deepen this practice, incorporate role-playing games where you take on different characters with unique backgrounds and accents. This not only makes practice more engaging, but also helps you adapt to various speaking styles and cultural contexts. Watching movies and TV shows in English is not only enjoyable, but also educational. Pay attention to how actors speak, their accents, and their expressions. Try to mimic their speech by repeating lines, focusing on pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. This exercise helps you develop a more natural speaking style and improves your listening skills. To further enhance this practice, use subtitles to help understand the dialogue, then rewatch scenes without subtitles and try to repeat the lines. This method reinforces listening comprehension and speaking fluency. Writing in English is another great way to improve your language skills. Keep a journal where you write about your daily experiences, thoughts, or any topics of interest. After writing, read your entries out loud. This practice helps with sentence structure, vocabulary, and fluency. To take this a step further, periodically review and revise your journal entries. Look for common errors and try to correct them, or challenge yourself to rewrite passages using more complex sentences or varied vocabulary. This reflective practice enhances your writing and speaking skills simultaneously. The shadowing technique involves listening to a speaker and trying to repeat what they say as closely as possible, almost in real time. This method is excellent for improving pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. You can use audio from news clips, podcasts, or educational videos. Start with slower speech and gradually move to faster, more complex dialogues. To get the most benefit, focus not only on what is being said, but also on how it's being said. Pay attention to the speaker's tone, pitch, and pauses. This will help you develop a more natural and expressive speaking style. Narrating your daily routine is a simple yet effective exercise. Describe what you're doing, feeling, or thinking throughout the day. This practice helps you think in English and increases your ability to articulate everyday actions and emotions. To expand this exercise, try describing hypothetical situations or future plans. For example, talk about what you would do on a perfect vacation or how you plan to achieve a personal goal. This helps you practice conditional sentences and future tense, adding variety to your practice. Building your vocabulary is crucial for effective communication. Make it a habit to learn new words daily and use them in sentences. Create flashcards with definitions and example sentences and review them regularly. Try to incorporate these new words into your speaking practice, whether you're talking to yourself, writing, or role-playing. To reinforce this habit, engage in thematic vocabulary studies. For instance, focus on words related to a specific topic, like travel, food, or technology, and use them in your speaking and writing exercises. This targeted approach helps you build a functional and contextually relevant vocabulary. Creating and telling your own stories can be a fun and creative way to practice English. Use pictures, prompts, or your imagination to craft stories, then narrate them out loud. This exercise helps you practice narrative skills, including setting the scene, describing characters, and developing a plot. For added challenge, try telling the same story in different tenses: past, present, future, or from different perspectives: first person, third person. This not only enhances your grammatical skills, but also improves your ability to convey different viewpoints and emotions. While practicing alone is valuable, engaging with others online can provide additional benefits. Join forums, social media groups, or online communities focused on English learning. Participate in discussions, ask questions, and even share your speaking practice recordings. This interaction not only provides feedback, but also exposes you to different dialects, accents, and colloquial expressions. To make the most of online interactions, look for language exchange partners or join virtual meetups where you can practice speaking with others. This can provide real-time feedback and the opportunity to engage in authentic conversations. Listening to English songs, podcasts, or radio shows and repeating what you hear can improve your pronunciation and fluency. Start with simple, slow-paced content and gradually move to more complex and faster material. Focus on mimicking the speaker's tone, pace, and rhythm. To deepen this practice, engage in active listening exercises where you focus on specific elements like pronunciation of difficult sounds, intonation patterns, or the use of stress in sentences. Active listening helps you become more aware of the nuances of spoken English and improves your listening comprehension. Tongue twisters are excellent for practicing pronunciation and fluency. Start with simple ones like "She sells seashells by the seashore" and gradually move to more challenging phrases. The goal is to say them clearly and quickly without stumbling. To enhance this practice, try creating your own tongue twisters using words or sounds you find challenging. This personalized approach helps you target specific pronunciation difficulties and makes the exercise more relevant to your needs. Utilize speech-to-text features on your devices to practice speaking. Speak into your device and see how accurately it transcribes your speech. This provides immediate feedback on your pronunciation and clarity. You can use this feature with any topic, from casual conversation to reading complex texts. For a more advanced exercise, compare the transcriptions with the original text if available to identify specific pronunciation errors or unclear speech. This helps you fine-tune your pronunciation and improves your overall clarity. Recording video diaries is a great way to practice speaking and observe your nonverbal communication, such as gestures and facial expressions. Choose a topic, record yourself speaking about it, and then review the video. This exercise helps you assess not only your language skills, but also your presentation and public speaking abilities. To further develop this practice, experiment with different types of presentations, such as storytelling, giving a lecture, or explaining a concept. This variety helps you practice different styles of communication and prepares you for various speaking situations. Regular reflection and goal setting are key to continuous improvement. Reflect on what you've learned, identify areas for improvement, and set specific, measurable goals. For example, you might aim to learn 50 new words per month, reduce filler words in your speech, or practice speaking for 30 minutes each day. To stay organized, keep a language learning journal where you document your goals, track your progress, and note any challenges or successes. This structured approach helps you stay focused and motivated on your learning journey. As you advance, you can challenge yourself with more complex speaking exercises. Try giving detailed presentations on topics you're passionate about or engaging in role-playing scenarios that require specific vocabulary and expressions. This helps you practice speaking in more formal or professional contexts. To enhance these exercises, practice integrating advanced grammar structures and varied vocabulary into your speech. For example, focus on using conditionals, passive voice, or idiomatic expressions. This helps you develop a richer and more nuanced command of English. Discussing news and current events is a great way to practice speaking about relevant and varied topics. Read or watch news in English, then summarize and share your thoughts. This exercise helps you practice using current vocabulary and structures while also improving your ability to express opinions and arguments. For a deeper practice, engage in critical analysis of news stories. Discuss the implications, potential biases, or different perspectives related to the event. This helps you develop critical thinking skills in English and enhances your ability to engage in thoughtful discussions. Debating different viewpoints on a topic can be an advanced and challenging exercise. Pick a topic, research it, and then practice presenting arguments for and against the issue. This helps you practice persuasive language, logical reasoning, and the ability to articulate complex ideas. To enhance this exercise, engage in mock debates with yourself or with a language exchange partner. Practicing rebuttals and counterarguments helps you think on your feet and improves your ability to engage in dynamic conversations. Impromptu speaking, where you talk without preparation, is excellent for improving fluency and confidence. Set a timer and speak about a randomly chosen topic for a few minutes. This exercise helps you think quickly and articulate your thoughts clearly and coherently. For a more structured approach, use prompts from impromptu speaking websites or apps. These often provide a variety of topics and scenarios, helping you practice speaking on a wide range of subjects and in different contexts. Regular self-assessment helps you stay aware of your progress and areas that need improvement. Record your speaking practice, listen to the recordings, and assess your pronunciation, fluency, vocabulary usage, and coherence. Identify specific areas for improvement and make targeted efforts to work on them. To support your self-assessment, use language proficiency benchmarks like the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages CEFR or the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages ACTFL standards. These frameworks provide clear criteria for different levels of language proficiency, helping you understand your current level and set realistic goals. Integrating English into your daily life helps reinforce your learning. Here are some practical ways to do this. Think in English. Make a conscious effort to think in English throughout the day. This helps you develop a natural fluency and reduces the habit of translating from your native language. Label household items. Label items in your home with their English names. This helps you reinforce vocabulary and think in English even during everyday activities. Practice with virtual assistants. Use virtual assistants like Siri or Google Assistant to practice speaking English. Ask questions, set reminders, or give commands in English. This helps you practice speaking in a natural, interactive way. Engage with English media. Regularly watch, read, or listen to English media, such as news, movies, TV shows, podcasts, and books. This exposure helps you stay immersed in the language and learn new expressions and idioms. Consistency is key to language learning. Make speaking practice a regular part of your routine, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Remember that learning a language is a gradual process, and it's important to be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress and keep pushing forward. even when progress seems slow. Practicing speaking English alone might seem challenging at first, but with creativity and dedication, it can be a highly effective way to improve your language skills. By using a variety of techniques, from talking to yourself and using technology to engaging with media and joining online communities, you can make significant strides in your journey to fluency. Remember, every bit of practice brings you closer to your goal. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and enjoy the process of learning. Good luck! Subscribe to the channel if you want to improve your listening. Also, watch other video on my channel. The link to the playlist with stories is in the description.